my sister was telling me how my niece, she's 9 years old, she gets really frustrated or like mad when she doesn't get something right. So my sister was saying, "Oh, I have to tell her it's okay if you don't do it perfect the first time. You've got to keep getting better at it and work through it instead of just like up and quitting because you get frustrated or mad." And it was just so funny because I'm like, "Oh my God, she totally gets that from me." I've seen that in myself my whole life. Like, I mean, sometimes I get frustrated to tears. Like, I actually get so frustrated, I start crying when I can't like figure something out. And so then I told my mom, and my mom was telling me that, yeah, when I was a kid, like even like 3 years old, that I always wanted to do everything by myself. And like my mom would try to help me, and I'd be like, no, no, like I didn't want my mom's help. I wanted to do it myself. And she said, yeah, I would get so frustrated and mad if I couldn't figure it out. But she said, but I didn't want, and then my mom would try to help me, but I didn't want the help. I would say, no, no, and then I'd be all frustrated. But she said I would just keep going until I figured it out by myself. And she also said that sometimes, my mom would say, no, look, see, like this is how you do it. And then, when my mom showed me, then I would get all like super happy and giggle. So it's just like hilarious to hear that. And it's just funny because that, hearing that story from my childhood, like that's how I was as a kid, even like 3 years old, super young child. I think of my whole life, and those of you who've been watching my videos, you know some of my background, and I've been independent and very successful, going to engineering school and law school and becoming a lawyer and working full time, and while I went to law school and all of this stuff. So I've been very independent my entire life, and it's just so funny to hear that story as a kid because it's like, wow, yeah, okay, I can see I've kind of taken that trait through my whole entire life. And what I've learned though is that when you can really just be with the experience of frustration, like just be with it, you're able to kind of, the energy of that frustration can move through, and you're able to keep going and keep moving along. It doesn't stop you in your tracks. And I also have recently realized and have experienced this really, really deep connection, probably over the last year or so, with myself, with life, and with other people. And I realized, like, oh my gosh, this deep connection is what I've been yearning for. Like literally my whole life, I can go back and look and see all these different experiences where it's like, wow, that is what I've been kind of searching for my whole life, is like this deep connection. And so I will get more into deep connection later on this channel, because that's something that's like core to, I think, what I'm here to share with the world. And so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to being with you in the next video. Love, bliss, and peace.